Hey guys, it's Olivia Alboher, and today I'm here with Pigeon, and I'm going to be guiding you through a 20-minute stretch and flex video. I love stretching, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my favorite stretches. And it's going to be hard, but when it's hard, just keep breathing, keep stretching, moving through the body, and yeah, so today I'm wearing the Studio Collection from Pigeon, a pink leotard, which I love pink, and then my favorite garbage bag shorts, and then the Life Knit sock. Stretching is super important because it prevents injury and it obviously increases mobility in the body, which will just make you a better dancer. So let's get started. I love to start with an open split, so we're gonna face the back, and what we do is we just open your legs. And this is like how I like to start because it just opens up the hips, and it's a great way to just like let gravity pull the weight of your legs down. So we're just gonna sit here for a minute. When you're in this stretch, you want to either grab above the knee or below the knee, but never on the knee because we have to protect our knees. More seconds here. Good guys, and come out of that. All right, next we're gonna go into a butterfly stretch. So you wanna just be active in all of these stretches and just keep moving through it so you can push one leg down and then the other side. And then go forward. Good, and if you can, reach your arms out to the side. Okay, so for the next stretch, we're just gonna elongate our legs in front of us, reach up, and go down. This is really good for the hamstrings and super good for the Achilles. So we want to really stretch here. And you can flex your feet to and from back to intensify the stretch. Good guys, and keep breathing through all of these. Next, we're gonna open up into a straddle. And here we really wanna like push through our legs. You guys can flex or point. And we're gonna just walk through. So we're gonna roll through all the way. Now you can go on your elbows or you can lay flat, depending on where you are. And if you have to, you can also push up like this, depending on where you are at in your flexibility. But soon, you want to be all the way down, of course. To intensify this stretch, you can press up to an arch while keeping your hips on the floor. And flex your feet. Good. And come out of it. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go into a frog. For a frog, we bend both of our legs, and it just like looks like a little frog. So you guys can flex your feet here or point. And for this is like really good for ballet, really good for turnout. And if you want to intensify the stretch, arch up again. And you guys can bring one arm up. And then the left. Good. A few more seconds. And push up out of it. Good Good, guys. Take a little 5-minute break in a nice child's pose. 5-second break. Okay, moving right along, we're gonna go into a downward dog. Now this is a really important pose in yoga, a super, super nice stretch, really, really good for the backs of the knees. So what we're gonna do is just butt to the ceiling. You wanna try to get your heels down as much as you can. We're gonna hold a nice downward dog. Now I like to keep all of my stretches active, so you can pedal through your feet here. You can arch, roll through your body, but just keep it active because holding sometimes doesn't really let you sink as deep as you can into the stretch. So just keep it active. We're gonna be in downward dog for about 10 more seconds. Good, now walk that in. Good, all right, so next we're gonna turn out your feet and we're gonna go into a nice grand plie second and just kind of sit into that. We're gonna rock side to side, keeping those heels super turned out. So you wanna make sure that your heels are as turned out as you can get them, not here. So keep that pelvis forward and heels forward. Rocking side to side, keeping it active. You can push one shoulder forward, opening up the hip. Really, really twist. It's good for your back too. And left. Good. Okay, so from here we're gonna extend the left leg. Right knee stays out. Flexing and pointing the foot, pushing this out. And then we're gonna rotate into a right lunge. So this is really good for the hip, pushing it down, keeping it active. You can drop to your elbows here to intensify the stretch. And you can lift your right arm up to feel a different kind of stretch. Good. Now you can reach back and intensify the stretch into a quad stretch. Good, now we're gonna repeat all of that on the other side. So we go to the left, pushing this left side out, flexing and pointing the right foot, trying to get that pelvis as low to the floor as we can, shoulders pushing forward, and then we're gonna rotate into a left lunge. Good, rocking front and back. Hips are going towards the floor as much as you can, good. And then drop to your elbows to intensify it if you can. And then left arm goes up to the ceiling. Good, guys. Now we go around to the quad stretch. Pull that foot as close as you can to your butt. Good, so now we're gonna move back over to the right side. This is all preparing us for our splits. So this is just like how you're gonna slowly, safely get into your first split. We're gonna go into a right pigeon. This is another yoga pose, but it's really, really good for your hips and your back, and there's so many benefits to this pigeon pose. So when you're here, you can go forward onto your elbows if you can. And then if you want to intensify it further, you can twist your left arm through to the back. This one really hurts. then we're gonna switch to the left. So going over to the left side, down. Good, keeping that back lifted as much as you can. From here, you can drop to your elbows. And if you want to intensify it even more, take your right arm through to the back wall and drop that ear to the floor. Keep breathing through all of these. Good. 5 more seconds. All right, now it's time for the right split. So we're gonna go back over to the right, extend the back leg, and extend the front leg. So now you're in your right split. Now no matter where you are for this split, you can push up if you need some assistance, but you wanna keep your hips as low to the floor as you can. Stretch up with both arms and go forward over that right foot. When I'm in my splits, I really like to work on my front foot. So while you're over there, just like massage through your front foot, flex and point it, reach it out and like point it to the ground as much as you can. Keeping it active, rolling through the hips. And come up. Now we're gonna arch back. So walk those hands back, chest up to the ceiling, and we're gonna hold this for like 10 seconds. Good, and come up. Left side, here we go. Turn to the left. Good, try to keep those hips as square as you can. Lift up and stretch forward. Good, keep massaging through that left foot while you're here because you can, and if you can touch it, just keep massaging it, pointing it, flexing it, working through that foot. Feet are so important. Good. Now it's time to arch back. Now, sometimes when we arch back, people forget about that front foot and it starts to flex. So I really want you to keep close attention to that left foot as you're arching back. So here we go, 10 seconds to the back. Arms go back, chest lift, and sink back. And coming up, good. So now we did the right split and the left split. So now we're gonna go onto our backs like this and kind of take your leg up as if you just like rolled into this from your split, like you were in the split, then you roll into your back and it's on the floor. You can flex and bend and point and straighten, just keeping it active, but really, really keeping the stretch going further each time. Good. As turned out as you can. About 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna go to the left. Good, slowly lower that leg. Let's go to the left. We're gonna bring the left leg up, straighten the right leg, and extend as we drop it to the floor. Good. And flexing and bending, and point and straighten. Good, again. Good, about 10 more seconds here, holding. Good, and bring it down, nice and slow. Okay, we're gonna get ready to stretch our backs out now. So first thing you wanna do before we go into our back bends and more intense back stretches, we're gonna roll over onto our stomachs and just press up into a nice Cobra back bend. Release the neck, bring your feet up to your head, keeping it active. Good, you can lift the right arm up, and then lift left. And then soon, if you keep stretching your back and strengthening it, because strength behind our flexibility is so, so important, you can soon be able to lift both off the floor. And arch your back. Good, okay. Roll over again, and we're gonna go into a back bend. If you need to go into this back bend, like more beginner level, you're just gonna lay on your back like this, palms go to the floor, and you press up everything to the ceiling, just like that. But if you can get into it a different way, you wanna just kind of use one arm and then make a rainbow over the ceiling and land there. And then, if you're super, super cool and advanced, you can get into your back bend from standing, lifting up as you lower to the floor. So either way, rolling through the feet too, keeping it active. Straightening the legs. I'm going to try to get set on the mat more. Turning out the feet. Stretching. And now we're going to drop to our elbows. Good. Come out of it however you guys want, whatever feels safe and comfortable on your body. And just rock it out. Good. Just massaging that back. And we're going to go into it one more time. Press up however you want. Good. Stretching it out. And then drop to your elbows. Good guys, 5 more seconds. Come out of it and rock it out again. Good. And last thing I love to stretch is my feet before I start dancing or anything. So this one, you're gonna just like press front and back onto that releve and then go over the toe when you're ready, just to warm up that foot. And then from here, I'm gonna wrap my arm underneath my right leg, grabbing the top of my metatarsal and stretch that point up. So this is good for my leg, but it's also good for my foot because it's like acting as if my arm's the foot stretcher and I'm grabbing the top of my metatarsal and stretching it up while maintaining the shape of my foot there. So you go all the way up, bending and stretching. Bending and stretching it. Good. Let's do the left. So ball of the foot, warming up that foot, releve pressing over, going over that toe. You you might have a few little cracks in there. That's okay. We're just gonna get all those little cracks out, rolling through the ball of the foot and the toe. When you're ready, underneath the leg, top of the metatarsal, and stretch it up. Good. Bending it and stretching it up. One more time, bend it, stretch it up, pointing that left as much as you can. Good. Okay guys, well, I don't know about you all, but I feel super stretched now, and I hope that you guys do too. That's it. That was my little 20-minute flex and stretch. I hope you enjoyed it, and go to capizio.com to shop this look. Thank you.